Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is Vilga the Observer, and I'd like to show you this brand new book illustration that I made recently. This was for an author, and the author is called Kiah Steel. You can check out her website in the link in the description below. But yeah, I'd like to talk about the artwork that I made. And the artwork itself is quite cute looking. Not like my usual stuff, which is quite dark and serious. But yeah, if you don't know, I actually do like to draw cute stuff. I'm heavily inspired by children's illustrations. When I was very little, before I could even read, I used to just stare at the illustrations inside of fairy tale books, especially the English ones, because they looked really cute and cool, you know, like cutesy. As a kid, I really enjoyed that kind of thing. So yeah, now as an adult, even though I do make a lot of dark and serious stuff, I still do from time to time like to make cute stuff just like this. And the illustration that you're looking at is as you can see, it's an alien, an overworked alien with very tired looking eyes, and he relies on coffee, and he's a trucker with a space truck, you know. And I have been using this very specific drawing approach for each one of my illustrations that I've been making for this one author, and at the same time, pretty much all of my clients, at least in 2026, pretty sure it was last year too, but in 2026, and right now it's August. But so far all of my clients have agreed for whenever I would ask them, hey, like, do you want me to make the artwork to look obviously like they're hand-drawn, because there's just lots of AI going around nowadays? And they've always said yes, including this one. And my clients are mainly book authors, so things for like book covers and in the book illustrations, and game developers, so either they already have a game or they're trying to get vibe art for the game, so they know what the game will be like after looking at the art I make for them. Or Dungeons and Dragons dungeon masters. And let me just show you right now on the screen. So this is what I'm talking about. This is the illustration, right? And you look at the strokes that are still seen on the hand. You can still see these brush strokes that I've made. It looks kind of like this. And I'm not overworking it, which means lots of those strokes still appear, especially around the cheeks, around here. And I'm not sure what the professional term for this is, but the direction of the strokes that I'm making it's the same as the kind of surface I'm trying to draw. So let's say this cheek is going from over here and then down that way. So the strokes I'm making are going to go like this. So I've been doing this for almost all of my clients for 2026 at least. Again, maybe it could have very well been also 2025. But pretty much all of my clients in 2026 have agreed to me making it look like it's hand-drawn. And look at all this deliberate mess. You see how the text over here, it's not even faintly resembling text. It's just zigzags, it's squiggles. And I'm not typing the text over here. I actually wrote that by hand. And also this one, the itinerary sheet of paper. I wrote that, and instead of using text, because I wanted it to look like it was handwritten alongside being hand-drawn. And look at the deliberate mess that I've left behind. This is very much resembling the effects I would leave behind if I were to use something like watercolor. And I thought it would be a good idea to do that over here, and it turned out to be a good idea. Because it looks good, especially because it's in the background, and the main focus is this figure in the center, which is very HD looking. But stuff in the background, it's sort of just like a ghost, you know, like it's there, but if you try to make it out, it's actually very nicely blending into everything else that's in the background. And also, you see how the color is spilling outside of the outline over here and also over here. The color of this rear view mirror is spilling out. And if you pay close attention, you can actually see parts of the background color actually showing through underneath all of that green, because I didn't want to block it in too much that it looks like just a solid area of green. You know, I wanted it to sort of fade into the background, again trying to achieve that hand-drawn look. And I think this ended up looking great. I think personally, during times like these where AI is just everywhere, it's actually a good idea to not overwork your artwork, because the more raw it looks, the more hand-drawn, I would say the more attractive, at least for me and my clients. And I'll give you an example. When I go outside, it seems like most things I see now are AI. Things on like billboards, posters, menus even, they all just look like AI. And whenever I would see something that's not AI, I would think, oh, okay, that design looks good. I can tell what it is the graphic designer is trying to go for. I understand it, it looks cool. But I just don't see much of that going around nowadays. And I think it's a good idea for artists to just do that now. You know, like to make work that looks definitely hand-drawn. And I'll give you another example of some recent artworks. This was for a client that was making a game, and you can tell that this is like a crack in a wall and there's grass underneath, and it looks like grass, right? But if you zoom in, you can clearly see the strokes that I've made, because I didn't try to overwork it. That's what it looks like. And right now I'm actually working on a brand new drawing, still black and white. And this is sort of like a view from above. You're on top of a hill and you're looking down. This is like a multi-layered slope, and there's just trees everywhere, and there's lots of grass, and as you can see, it's hand-drawn looking, at least so far. And at the end of this, it'll probably look like this, which also looks very hand-drawn. Most of my clients want me to draw like this, and they all really like it. So I think it's a good idea for you to at least try to leave behind some of the more human marks that you would normally make if you were to draw on paper on your digital artworks. And I'm curious to know what you guys think about drawing this way. Just drawing as if you're drawing using a pencil and a piece of paper. Not overworking it. Leaving behind artsy looking marks. Making sure it looks human and not robotic or not computer. Do you think it will safeguard your artwork better, or maybe it will safeguard the product that this artwork is supposed to be attached on? Like if it's supposed to be a book cover, do you think it will be better in the eyes of the people who are passing by in the bookstore and they're looking at the book cover? Do you think it will fare better in the eyes of people when they see artwork that's not AI? Let me know what you think in the comments below. That's about it for today's video. It's more like a discussion really. I always read every comment, so please make sure to comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, because I make lots of videos just like this one. And I'm going to be seeing you again in the next video.